We're going to be taking a fresh look at quarter centuries as, well, the market no longer has a reason to reject these with the new reprint policy. You guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Hey, leave a comment down below. Want to be walking away with the booster pack as per usual. And also, Tier 0 Games over here is doing a huge sale across the board on a lot of stuff. And if you use discount code What's Good 5 over here, you will have the chance to save on a lot of this. All right, it's literally all across the board on the website here. You can find pretty much anything. You also have the amazing looking Fire Fist box and all of these mini pieces along the way. We also have the Lottery Dark Magician special art down here for 196 as well. Some nice looking play mats here if you want the Sky Striker split mat as well. There are a lot of things here to kind of peep on into and see if you want to get the chance to pick these up. Like I said, discount code What's Good 5 will save you on your purchase for any of this stuff. So I recommend giving it a shot. You might find something that you want. All right, so Goblin Bikers. We did get that pretty cool Goblin support, which I'm not going to lie to you. That level 6 being able to special summon literally any Goblin monster is still some of the kind of coolest lore tie-in that I think we've had the chance to be able to enjoy out here. So, Goblin Bikers, the Dug Charger itself, I mean, you still are looking at about $25. No real changes on these. I mean, you've had sales. I mean, like, these are turning over here. But more people are... The people want to buy from sellers that have more than one copy. Because, you know, when you're getting punched for the shipping, you're like, well, you know... This kind of is a little bit less inviting. The grand entrance is a $20 QCR. And you know, the sad part is these kind of fell off out here. As somebody that, you know, might enjoy having Goblin Bikers is like maybe more of a localized level deck just to be able to have some fun with. The Big Gabunga, it's still 15, 16 bucks. The Grand Bash is a $10 card. That's crazy to think about. And then, of course, the Goblin Biker Grand Entrance, the sneak peek version, is $3. And the Secret Rare is also sitting at $3. So you know what? Actually, the fact that you can, you know, get a subversion of the card is still pretty good. Also, Ultra Dug Chargers. Well, like, somebody paid $3s here. You're looking at about 2 to 3s across the board, which, once again, I don't think is all of that being the worst thing in the world here. But, I mean, the rest of your Goblin Bikers, the Big Gabunga, nice $2. All right, so, hey, the core is still relatively cheap. Take that as a W. Spiritual Water Art Owie. Not saying that we're experiencing a jet propulsion takeoff here to another orbit, but I think we're experiencing what we like to call the jet propulsion orbit of this card, gassing itself up and going into a potential another orbit. Obviously, I mean, you have some lines in the sand. You have 31 here. I'm not saying that you should run out and get Spiritual Water always, but this is one of the few hand remaining Disruptor cards that we currently have left at our disposal for the TCG. It does take a water monster to use, so I mean, obviously you're going to be looking at like plants having access to this. Sky Strikers in the past have been a card that have explored this option, being able to get that hand knowledge by tributing a Shizuku. You have things that will try to be really cute with this, but it's interesting to see how we're finally going up with this. Yeah, so to everybody out here that's been looking at the last couple days with the damage that Azamina has caused to the game, according to some people out here, you're now looking at, you know, Wanteds. These are $95 per copy right now, which I don't think is terrible. OSS is $31. Okay. The Snake Subversion down here is a $17 QCR. Card still looks amazing, by the way. Regular Wanteds. For those of you that have not been paying attention to this, hey, remember this one was 65? Remember when everybody was crapping their pants saying the meta was too expensive? Very strange that you're now down to $22, $21 per copy of these. Oh, man. How the mighty have fallen. OSSs are also now $2 to $3. And, I mean, that's just... Okay, sure. What about Diabells? Okay. Dia Bellstar herself coming in at a nice 110. So, okay, we got some value. But the announced reprint for this, I think, is finally starting to do a little bit of damage. Okay, so hear me out here. It's still a $24 to $25 card. That part's not going to change because people still need this card for future meta application up until the release of this in November. All right, and that's not going to change because in October you're also going to have Azamina touching down in the TCG. So if you're planning on playing competitively with anything with a Snake Eyes package, you still need the Witch. That part is not changing. Also, Wanted's projected to go to 1 at some point here. So a lot to kind of take in on that side of the engine here, but those are my honest thoughts on this. 25 is not unrealistic right now. Should it be 20 bucks? Yeah, honestly, it should be $20, but we'll have to wait and see how things go, with that. Oh, speaking of, these Promethean Princesses, I'm wondering if these will kind of have their time to return back to shining out here, because you're looking at 171 across the board, which is not terrible. I am wondering, though, if this card will crawl back up to 200 after, time has had its thing with these QCRs. Meanwhile, I do see that we are seeing that burn down here. Wow, the announced reprint for this, in all of the different rarities under the sun, actually pushed this card underneath $20. Those of you that haven't been paying attention to Promethean, this card was genuinely holding, $20 for so long, and the announced reprint came through here yesterday and sent this card packing down, which is good. Thing is, though, most builds, if you're looking at wanting to play this, are typically like a 1 of, if that, or a 2 of, and some more, I would say, extreme situations depending on the build. So I'm not all that surprised to see this shift around in the value. Okay. Oh, yes, these Nightmare Apprentice. So the QCRs are on a downward spiral. Just kidding. We're still $110. Not really much has changed on this front. But where the interesting damage has happened is actually down here in your secret rares. There was a time, hear me out here for a second, that, you could have got these for 30 bucks. Well, as Amina came through here, people were like, oh, hey, we can now bridge the gap with, the Chimera Illusion stuff. You need an illusion monster to be able to capitalize on these wicked fusion monsters. So basically, this card had basically a huge buyout. It's just enough to kind of tip the card back up to about $38 to $40. Am I surprised about that? Absolutely not. I guarantee you that this is going to keep on coming through here, and a lot more people are going to be like, yeah. Oh, hey, Fabled cards. Your Luries are still $43. Take a moment to appreciate that. Actually, these are going up even more here. Nice little $46 here. So, yeah, this stuff is kind of starting to get a little bit out of hand here. Alright, of course, Fabled Lurie still doing its thing. Nice little Grimrose. Basically, those mod plays are looking kind of inviting. Kushanos are still 15s. That's hilarious. Regular Fabled Luries, about 12 bucks. Nothing's really too much there. Unicorns with that nice little $7 comeback here. Cat Sith coming in about 12s. Fabled Ravens. This card's still $8, and I love to see that. Cerberals coming in about 8 to 9. No real changes there. But, I mean, that's just how it works. Hey, look, Cruise is still a $7 card. Valkyrie coming in, nice $6. The Commons Luries. Nice line in the sand here at $7 a piece. Oof. That's a lot. Actually, it's kind of crazy to see. Ragins are still $2, $3. Good stuff for Ragin. I'm happy to see that. Ganashia, still $2. I mean, hey, if you want to play anything Fabled, like, you still got some stuff available to you. Good stuff. And I also want to point out back here, Sol and Luna QCRs. We joke about this card. We really do. But somebody came through here and bought 9 copies at $3 a piece. We officially live in an era where people are looking at this card and they're like, with this reprint policy, I can pick these up and I can actually enjoy these. Isn't that absolutely crazy to think about out here? Well, that's today's market in a nutshell. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.